Hello students, in this class of ours we are going to see how the zeros of a quadratic polynomial are related with the coefficients and the constant term. So in the previous classes we have seen it. Let the fx, that is a standard polynomial, let it be ax square plus bx plus c. A here is coefficient of x square, b here is coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. We have even driven this, that how the zeros, and let the alpha and beta be the zeros. Let alpha and beta be the zeros of this polynomial, quadratic polynomial. Then alpha plus beta, we saw that it was like this, minus b upon a, or that was minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, and alpha into beta, that is product of the zeros, was c upon a, or it was constant term that is without any variable, here it is c, and divided by coefficient of x square. So this was the standard one. Now we will look a question, x square minus 2x minus 8. So now if we want to find out the zeros of this polynomial, and also we want to see the relation of the zeros, whether this is satisfying the given condition or not. So I can write it like this, x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. One of the method of factorizing a polynomial is, quadratic polynomial is, that the middle term can be split into two such parts. Let me call this is T1, this is T2, and this is T3. So T2 is to be made into two parts, that is P1 and P2, such that when you add them, P1 plus P2, you should get back T2. And when you multiply P1 and P2, you should get product of T1 and T3. So if you take minus 4x and plus 2x, and if you sum, so P1 plus P2 is T2, that is this plus this is minus 2x. And when you multiply this, it will become minus 8x square. So that is product of T1 and T3, minus 8 and x square, minus 8x square. So having said that, this is the method of factorizing a quadratic polynomial by splitting the middle term. Now if I take x as common from here, this is x minus 4, and if I take 2 as common, it is x minus 4 again. And now if I take x minus 4 as common, this is x plus 2. So we have seen it how to find out the zeros when the polynomial was given. Polynomial was to be factorized, and each factor was separately to be equated with 0. So when x minus 4 is put 0, then x is equal to 4, and let me say this is alpha. And when x plus 2 is put 0, is 0, then x is equal to minus 2, and let me say this is beta. So this I will rub it for you now, and you can see it. The zeros of this polynomial are 4 and minus 2. So if I write alpha plus beta, also if I compare with this, here I find a is equal to 1. You can see it. Coefficient of x square here is 1, so a is 1. And coefficient of x is b, so here b is nothing but minus 2, and c is minus 8. Now if I write alpha plus beta, then obviously I have to write 4 plus minus 2, and that is undoubtedly equal to 2. And let me see whether it is minus b upon a or not. So here minus 2 is the b, so minus 2 upon 1, that is 2 upon 1. So we have seen that alpha plus beta is nothing but b upon a, that is minus b upon a. Alpha plus beta is minus b upon a. Now if we want to see alpha into beta, I will write here alpha into beta, that is 4 into minus 2, that is minus 8. And we know that it is c upon a, and we know here the c is minus 8 and a is 1. So this was nothing but alpha into beta. It was supposed to be c upon a, it is c upon a. So that is minus 8. So we have seen this, that it is true that the sum of the zeros is minus b upon a, and product of the zeros is c upon a, where b is coefficient of x, a is coefficient of x square, and c is the constant term. Now another one more question if we see. Let me write another question. This is fx and the question is 4x squared plus 8x. This is the fx now the given. So I can write this as 4x squared plus 8x and plus 0. So this will be the constant term. Now if I make a comparison between these two, a here is 4, b is plus 8 and c is equal to 0. So for finding out the 4x square plus 8x zeros of this polynomial, let us factorize it. So if I take out 4x as common, this will come x plus 2. Now if I put this as 0, if I put 4x is equal to 0, so x is equal to 0 by 4, so 0. And if I put this factor equal to 0, x plus 2 is equal to 0, then it comes minus 2. That's sorry, x is equal to minus 2. Minus 2. Let me say this is alpha and this is beta. This is alpha and beta. Now what I do is, if I make sum, that is alpha plus beta, that is supposed to be minus b upon a. And let me see, it is minus 8 upon 4, that is minus 2. And otherwise also, if you see, alpha plus beta is equal to here 0 plus minus 2. Because alpha is 0 and beta is minus 2, so this is minus 2. We have seen that alpha plus beta is same as minus b upon a. Now I will rub it for you and we will try another one relation, that is alpha into beta. If you do, it is alpha into beta. Here alpha is 0 and this is minus 2, so that is supposed to be 0. Alpha into beta is supposed to be 0. And what when it is, we see alpha into beta is supposed to be c upon a. So if I put c, that is 0 upon 4, that is also 0. So it is same, alpha into beta is same as c upon a, both are zeros. So this is more than sufficient for us to say that the sum of the zeros of a quadratic polynomial is undoubtedly minus b upon a and product of the zeros is equal to c upon a.